Hi, I'm Brian, and this is Unreliable Sources. In international news today, there's not a lot to worry about in Ukraine because we've got Hunter over there taking care of things, along with John Kerry. John Kerry orders emergency airdrop of solar panels to Ukraine to offset carbon emissions. Ukraine is under attack by its aggressive neighbor Russia, and climate czar John Kerry couldn't just sit around and do nothing. Kerry immediately hopped into his private jet, picked up a stack of solar panels, and flew them into war-torn Ukraine to airdrop them to citizens and soldiers about to get hit hard by the Russian army. This will help offset your missiles' carbon emissions, Kerry shouted down at the surrounded Ukrainians. You're welcome! Kerry says he hopes the solar panels will help the Ukrainians achieve carbon neutrality in the midst of a full-on attack by Russia. The move comes after Kerry called on allied nations to not lose sight of the important thing during the Russian invasion: climate change. Kerry said he couldn't sit idly by and had to put his money where his mouth is. So I fired up old Bessie, that's what I call my private jet here, and sprang into action, Kerry said proudly. These puppies ought to power a good 2.5 homes during the Russian invasion. And once Ukraine upgrades to green, all-electric tanks, they should be able to plug in and power them up to help defend against the Ruskies. And looks like George Soros is sided with Ukraine. Oh no! And George is sided with the Nazis again too. In domestic news, women all over America have suddenly abandoned their feminist ideologies and are now advocating for traditional gender roles now that World War III has begun. I don't know what we were thinking, said Millie Walrus Catcher of Los Angeles, California. I used to think being strong and independent was important, but ever since I realized I might have to go and die in a war, it's been a lot less appealing. A CNN poll found that nearly 83% of women have suddenly left the workforce and are trying to figure out how to cook. CNN anchors Brianna Keller and Kate Bolden are among those women who are now seeking a simpler way of life away from the spotlight. Being an anchor was incredibly rewarding, said Keller, but have you seen what Russia's doing? No thanks. CNN's Brian Stelter has reportedly expressed frustration that he cannot become a homemaker and now is concerned that he may be drafted. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, that doesn't sound like good news. I'm Brian, and thanks for watching.